Hello, I'm the ASMR Psychologist. Welcome to my channel. Now, today, we're going to be doing a sleep hypnosis to bring you comfort and reassurance. This is something that we all need at various points in our day, in our week, but at certain times we need a little more, and this may well count as one of those times. Comfort and reassurance is a lifelong need. Sometimes we can lose sight of that and think that past childhood it is a sign of weakness, a sign of not being able to cope, but comfort, reassurance is a basic human need that we are all entitled to, whoever we are, however big we are. So that's what you can find here today in this hypnosis. So, as this is a sleep hypnosis, I'd like you to get comfortable in a position that you feel you will be able to drift off into sleep from. But just before we begin, if you like this type of video, let me know by giving me an up thumb so I know to continue making them. And if you aren't already a member of my community, maybe you will consider joining me by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Okay, so I have a slightly different visual induction today that I found. And a little bonus, if I hold it close enough, you can see the reflection of my garden, which I think is quite magical. We're going to keep it very simple today. We're going to do our usual visual induction, which will draw your attention away from the outside world, which primes your mind for the hypnosis. And then the relaxation exercise that I'm going to take you through after this is going to be a simple countdown. Often I find the best things are the simplest things, so we're going to try that today. And then of course we'll move into the hypnosis itself, and that will end with a sleep induction, which will enable you to drift off into a deep and restful sleep. So if you are not already focusing your attention on the pendulum, I'd like you to do that now. Just watch it swing. Allow that rhythm to draw you in and away from the world and any worries that lie there, any thoughts, predictions, plans, regrets. Because we are here now to just relax. There is nothing more to do than listen to the sound of my voice and follow these simple instructions. Whatever you've been doing up until this point, it's time to let that go. Let that go. And as you watch the pendulum swing, you notice your mind becoming stiller, quieter, more peaceful. So now I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1, and then you can close your eyes and fully rest. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close your eyes and just enjoy the darkness behind your eyes, the peace that brings. There's nothing else to do but enjoy the stillness. Allow that stillness to ground you. Calm you. That stillness is your connection to all things, reminding you that you are part of a much bigger picture. And there is comfort and reassurance to find just in that simple fact. You are part of a much bigger picture, always connected. Now, very simply, all you need to do is listen to the sound of my voice as I count backwards from 20 to 0. And as I do, you will find yourself falling deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation. It seems at this moment that the only thing important is the sound of my voice and this countdown. 20. 19. 18. 17. 60. More and more relaxed. Your body warm and comfortable, your mind still and at peace. More and more relaxed. You can find your mind is letting go now, and as it does, your body and all the tension that it holds on to is feeling freer, looser, comfortable. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deeply relaxed now, comfortable, confident that everything is just as it should be. You are okay. Everything is okay. There is no need to worry. There is always a way through. Now, I'd like you to think about this. We all have a bucket. And this bucket represents our capacity for stress, anxiety, worry, fear, all of these things. Now, anxiety serves a function, up to a point a necessary function, a useful function. It primes us, prepares us to face challenges. So our bucket will at all times contain some anxiety, some stress. Our bucket is actually built to contain a certain amount of stress. And when contained within our bucket, the anxiety, the stress, motivates us to prepare ourselves, to protect ourselves, to manage the challenges that life throws at us. It enables us to be alert, quick thinking, creative, flexible. All of the things that are necessary when we are faced with obstacles that we need to overcome. However, during points in our lives, and for some of us these may be multiple and frequent, our buckets fill past the point where the anxiety, stress is contained within it. Sometimes life and the way that we deal with it creates more anxiety than our buckets can carry, and they overflow. And when they do, we become overwhelmed by our anxiety, consumed by our fear, by panic. Our thinking becomes frenetic, muddled, catastrophic even. And we experience strong and often frightening physical symptoms. But it is possible to empty out our buckets and return ourselves once more to a position where we feel like we can cope with what is going on. If we can empty out our buckets just a little bit, we can regain a capacity to manage stress and anxiety once again. So, imagine your bucket now. Imagine tipping it ever so slightly to one side, so that the anxiety and stress within it begins to drain away. It begins to drain away slowly, steadily, as you listen to the sound of my voice. Life is full of things that we can worry about. Our health, our relationships, our finances. These things are always there to be worried about if we choose to worry about them. But some of the time, or maybe much of the time, we are able to push these worries to one side and instead engage in the moment, place our attention, our focus on those things that bring us happiness, peace, a sense of achievement even. But sometimes the external world and what is going on around us throws a spotlight on these things that are available for us to worry about. Things around us may unsettle us, create an additional sense of uncertainty. These things draw our attention back to these worry topics. They fill our buckets, they use up our capacity, so that we find ourselves worrying more. Worrying to the point that our buckets begin to overflow. But we have to remember that these things that we are worrying about are always there. They are a part of life. But most of the time we can tolerate them. Whatever it is. Illness, death, loss, discomfort, uncertainty. It is not the case that these things have suddenly become an issue. They always were and always will be. But at certain times we are able to comfort ourselves, reassure ourselves more able to direct our attention elsewhere. These things are not only a part of life, but what makes it so special. So at times like this, we can take the anxiety, the stress, the fear, and the energy that it creates and redirect it. Use it to focus our minds on each and every day. Each and every moment, and what is there in those moments to enjoy, to celebrate, to savor. That energy can remind us to take nothing for granted, to relish as much as we can, to seek out in each moment what is special, what can be enjoyed, however simple and fleeting. Times of stress or of hardship, of uncertainty and fear can highlight our mortality, our vulnerability, but also the opportunities that we often miss to experience a little joy. Nothing is all one thing. Nothing lasts forever. This too will pass. This too will pass. Notice once more your bucket and the stress, the anxiety and fear as it drains from it, leaving you with the capacity to once again manage, to cope, to tolerate the challenges that life entails. And as your bucket empties, you feel calmer, lighter, stronger. And now it is time to let go of this hypnosis, to let go of your day. Now it is time to allow your mind and your body to drift off into a deep and restful sleep from which you will awake fully refreshed and ready to face your day. Time now to sleep. 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 Everything is okay. You are okay. The day is over and your work is done. It is okay to let go now. Releasing your thoughts, your worries, your plans and predictions. All you need to do now is rest. Allow your body and your mind to relax, recharge, regenerate. Drifting off now to sleep. 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 Warm and comfortable, deeply relaxed, deeply relaxed. Confident now in the knowledge that you can cope. You are designed to cope. Even if sometimes it does not feel like that, that is the case. So you can drift off now. Let go of your day. And as you do, the sound of my voice begins to fade away. As you drift in and out of consciousness towards sleep.